Record natin. Kanina pa pala ako nagsasalita. Okay. So, again, you have to be very careful in choosing what is your objective function. Hindi pa pwede yung M. Bakit? Tingnan mo ipunta mo sa M152. M. Kasi si M152, naka-base siya dun sa sa M149 hanggang ano.
R.
At saka ito doon sa W transpose, no? Okay. Kaso, ang ano natin, ano laman itong W transpose na to?
Wala, sir.
Kung gagamitin natin yan, dapat, may formula din yan. Dapat, ang formula niyan, i-highlight mo siya, tapos dapat is equal to transpose ng ano ng W. Parang naka-link siya doon. Highlight mo muna siya lahat. Dapat lahat, Angela. Yan. Is equal to transpose. Open and close, open parenthesis. So, transpose ng W matrix mo, ng C.
146.
Yan, 146. Diba? Highlight mo na lang. Highlight mo yung buo. Ba't mo na-type? Highlight mo na lang.
Kasi, nandito na ako para hindi ko nagalawin yung mouse pa.
Okay. Mas matagal yan sige. And then, yan. At least, kasi ito yung decision variables natin, yung nasa C, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Pwede mong gamitin yung yung variance na formula sa under M kasi may laman na to ngayong yung weight transpose mo, no? Kasi kunyari magka-values yung weight mo dito sa column C, magkakaroon ng values din dito sa sa weight transpose. Ang kulang mo na lang diyan itong yung nasa laman ng row 149.
Yung product na ito, sir.
Asan 'yon? So walang
yung product lang nila.
Tapos anong size niyan? Anong size sa matrix niyan? Isa lang? Kasi ang product
ito pala, sir. Product ng W tsaka var to var.
Pero bakit isang cell lang?
Naka-drag, sir.
Hindi. No. Di ba pag matrix, you have to highlight first the resultant matrix. Hindi pa pwedeng i-drag. Parang yung ginawa natin sa weight transpose, kailangan i-highlight mo muna yung buong cell. Okay, ulitin natin, Angela. Okay. Ano yung formula mo diyan?
Ito, sir.
Transpose niya. Anong size ng transpose ng weight matrix na yan? What's the size of that? Transpose ng C 146 to 151.
1/6.
Rows transpose niya, okay, 1/6. Tapos yung isa, yung F147,
6/6, sir.
1/6, tapos 6/6, ano resultant matrix?
1/6.
Ha?
1/6.
So i-highlight mo muna yung 1/6 bago ka maglagay ng M-mult. Kasi hindi mo din na-drag yung formula. So mali yan. Yan. Saka ka mag-type ng is equal to M-mult.
Question, sir. Bakit dito po nag-automatic siya?
Saan?
Dito, nung ginawa ko po. Yung first two problems. Hindi ko siya highlight yung buong cell. Pero, in-enter ko lang to. For example, ayan. Sa isang cell ko lang po siya ilalagay.
Tapos?
Wait lang, sir.
Sige, subukan mo. Subukan mo yan. O, tingnan mo, nagva-value siya.
Sir, wait lang. Ayan, sir, automatic.
Sige nga, ulitin mo. Nag-enter ka lang?
Yes, sir.
Nag-automatic siya. Okay, so siguro bagong feature na ni Excel yan. Pero dati kasi, you will have to highlight yung Subukan mo yung ano, yung weight transpose. Sige, punta ka sa T. Yan. Katabi nitong T, T106. Column T, row 106. Yan. Diyan, sige. I-type mo nga is equal to transpose. Then i-highlight mo yung transpose, yung C107. Yan, sige nga. Transpose ang buong yan. Nag-automatic na siya. Okay. So siguro binago ng Excel. Dati kasi hindi nag-automatic yan. You'll have to highlight the whole sige. Alright, so andyan na yung formula. Let's assume na aanin pa rin ni Excel yan, yung tatanggapin niya based on what you have just showed. Okay, so sige, pwede natin isolve yan. So data, sige, solver. Okay, ang unang question, ano yung objective mo?
Risk.
Sige, i-highlight mo yun. Pwedeng yan or pwede din yung isa kasi may mga formulas ka na dun, di ba? So pareho lang naman yan, di ba? Yes. Tama ba? Okay, so you can choose any of that and then minimize and then ano yung changing cells natin?
Ito sir.
Yes, tama yan.
Tapos,
ano yung constraints mo? Ano yung constraints mo? Ay, hindi yan. Changing cells mo yan eh. Pumunta ka sa constraints. Diyan sa add, mag-add ka dyan. Yan, diyan ka papasok. No?
Okay.
Oo.
Kasi sir, nilalagay ko siya dun sa taas.
Hindi.
Tinutype ko, tapos ina-add ko.
Mag-e-error ka dun. Oo, mag-e-error ka dun kasi pang ano lang yun, pang decision variables lang yun. Alright, so yung cell reference natin, ano yung constraint natin?
Greater.
Okay. Alright. Ano pa? Mag-a-add pa tayo, ano? Add.
Okay, or add. Diretso add na.
Add na, oo. Equal to 1 ba?
Ay.
Greater than muna. Greater than or equal to yung point, yan, 8%. Then add. Dapat yung sum. Hindi yan. Yung sum dapat. Asan yung sum? Hindi. Asan yung total ng... Yan, oo. Okay. Should be equal to 1. Alright? Yun. Okay? So, ganun yun, no?
Tapos okay na yun.
Okay na. Oo. Tapos, ano pa? Check natin. Mukhang okay na, no? Wag simplex kasi ang simplex pang linear lang yan eh. So go to, dyan lang sa non-linear. Non-linear. Okay. Solve. Okay. Ayaw May problema tayo. Sige, okay mo nga muna. Okay. So ano yung problema natin dito? Okay, baka dito sa ano ginamit mong decision variable? Itong itong M.
Sir.
Yung M ba yung N ang ginamit?
Yung M po.
Palitan natin kasi may suspicion ako dito sa yung M kasi nakalink dito sa yung isa lang yung may pangalan na i-click mo nga yung N Angel, yung N148, i-click mo nga. N148. N148. Sorry. The 149. Walang formula kasi siya, kaya nag-e-error. Diba? So, kailangan siguro yata, yun ang problema pag kasi yung isa lang yung may dapat kasi yung buong yan, yung buong ayan.
Ito kaya yung N na lang.
Yung N na lang gamitin mo kasi yung N nakalink talaga dun sa Yan.
So magde-delete ako sir.
Hindi. Palitan mo lang yung N1, yung M mo, palitan mo ng ito sa taas. Yung sa yan. Yan, yung arrow up. Palitan mo. Yan. Sige. Okay? Sige. Ayan na. Tama na. Okay? Kasi nga, kaya nag-error tayo kasi yung variance mo dun sa M, nakalink dun sa, yung sa mga M-volt na ang isang may formula lang dun, yung M149 lang eh. Hindi siya naka-drag doon sa ano, 'di ba? Sa R, up to R.
Yes, sir.
Ayan. Okay. So okay na. Ito na yung ano natin, no? All right. So ano lumalabas? Yung portfolio natin, yung combination is itong mga to, no? 11, 8, 23, 8, 20, 30%. Lahat yan 100%. Standard deviation niya 4.59. I-compare nga natin dun sa isa sa equally weighted. O, di ba? Mas mababa siya. Okay? Yeah. So given the following constraints, no? Given the following constraints, anong nangyari dyan, kunyari, ang 30% yung maximum, 8% lang yung minimum, then ang pinakamagandang portfolio is that will give us the minimum, sige. I-transpose mo siya. Yan. Okay. Yan. Si Microsoft, si Intel yung 30%, etc. Okay? So, maraming permutations yan. Okay, pwedeng, what if tanggalin natin yung constraints? Walang maximum at saka minimum. Ano kaya mangyayari?
Dito ko na rin gagawin.
Pwede. Sige. Experiment lang natin. Madali naman ano yun eh. Tanggalin natin, Angela, yung ano, yung tanggalin natin tong, yan, tanggalin natin yan. Yan, tama. At saka yung isa din, tanggalin natin. Let's see what will happen. Tapos i-solve natin. Sige.
Kasi nawala ng weight si
Oo. Ang sinasabi niyan, wag mo gamitin lahat, no? Ang gagamitin lang si Microsoft, si Google at saka si FB at saka si Intel. Ano yung ano kanina? Ilan yung standard deviation kanina? Hindi natin na ano.
4.59.
4.59?
Yes po.
Okay. So ito dito without the constraints, no? Ang sinasuggest niya, 4 na portfolios lang, no? 4 na stocks. Huwag isasama si Apple at saka si Amazon. So you come up with this portfolio na Intel, Facebook, Google, at saka Microsoft. And you'll have a lower, no? Standard deviation. Lower risk. Okay? Clear yon, Angela?
Yes po.
Yan. Okay. So, isubmit mo yan, ha? Ano na ako doon ng parang assignment.
Yes,
ayusin mo na lang. Ilagay mo na lang yung ano, i-separate problem mo na lang yung walang constraint. So dito ibalik mo na lang yung ano, tapos i-add mo na lang sa problem.
I-add na lang dito sa baba.
Oo. Tapos maglagay ka na lang ng ano ng observations mo, ha? Para yan ang ano mo, yan ang parang exam mo. All right? No constraints sa ano sa weights. Okay. Alright, sige. Okay, so punta na tayo sa that ends our discussion on ano on portfolio. So we were able to compute for the portfolio returns and na-compute na rin natin yung for portfolio risk. Yun naman importante. And natuto tayo ng optimization. So given certain constraints, we can construct a portfolio that will give us the minimum risk. Okay, so yung isa din, meron din isang I think ginawa natin last time na ano yung combination ng weights na which will give us the maximum returns. So parehong mga solver 'yan. So we learned about that. Madali kasi pag nalaman mo kung paano gawin sa solver 'yan, then okay na 'yan. Alright. So ngayon pupunta na tayo sa share ko na yung screen ko. Angela, punta na tayo sa time value of money. You have the file, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's work on this. Magbibigay ako ng a little lecture. All right. So time value of money, very important yan sa finance kasi ang main principle niyan that 1 peso today is not equal to ₱1 in another time. Kunyari, 1 year from now, magkaiba yon. So hindi natin pwede i-compare yung 1 peso ngayon at saka 1 peso after 1 year. We cannot add them kasi hindi nga sila compatible kasi yung isa, 1 year from now pa yun eh. And this is born out of the concept of the time value of money. May cost kasi ang pera. Okay, so there are ano ba yung mga sinosolve natin dito? Either we solve for the present value, okay, lagay ko lang dito, or the future value or the present value, and it can come in the form of a single cash flow. Okay, parang mag-isang cash flow lang yan. So hinanap natin kung ano yung future value niya, ano yung present value, or it can come in the form of an annuity, okay? Or it can come in the form of a perpetuity. Perpetuity, okay? Alright, ito may take-home exam ka dito, and Angela, ipopost ko ha. Mga time value of money problems lang, parang mga exercises mo rin. Okay, so to get the copy natin to. Let's see. Hindi ko pala nasama dito yung sa annuity at saka perpetuity. Ilalagay ko dito tapos i-send ko na lang yung file na may formula.
Okay.
But what's important is that hindi naman tayo magka-calculator eh. Kaya Excel ang gagamitin natin to compute for this time value of money problems. So hindi ko pa nalalagay dito yung formula, okay? All right. So let's first start with computing for the future value of a single cash flow. Ito lang naman yon, ang formula. So the future value of a single cash flow is just the present value times a compound factor. Okay, pag kinukuha natin yung future value, we're actually getting hindi nakalagay dito, compounding, no? Ito nagko-compounding tayo niyan. When we're getting the future value, we are compounding. On the other hand, when we're getting the present value, we are discounting. Okay? Compounding versus discounting. That's why this one in red, ito yung naka-red na to, ang tawag dyan, compound factor. Compound factor. Okay? While this one is a discount factor. Okay. So yung compound factor natin dito, ayusin lang natin ito. This is our compound factor. Well, this is our discount factor. Ay. Yan. Compound factor or discount factor. Yung discount factor pwede yung 1 over 1 plus r raised to the t. So based on algebra, yung negative exponent, pwede yung i-write yan as 1 over 1 plus r raised to the t. So that's 1 over 1 plus r . Okay, so ito, gawin kong okay, these two are just the same, no? Pareho sila mga discount factor. Okay, just a little review of algebra. Okay, so punta tayo sa mga exercises. So sample. Okay, so if you have 15,000 to invest now, how much will that be after, dali naman itong problem nito pala. Wait. Ito ba yung nabigay ko sa'yo? Pakibago na lang, Angela, no? 1 million. How much will that be?
I-delete ko na lang yung old file.
Oo.
Na download ko.
Oo.
Okay, see.
Sige, palitan mo na lang yung mga
Values.
Para mabago yung ano natin yung okay, ito 10 years kunyari, no? 10 years, 30 years. Okay. So, ang unang question natin is a compounding problem. Compounding kasi pinapasolve sa atin yung future value. So, if we have 1 million now, how much will it be in 10 years if we're investing it in an instrument that earns 12%? So, ang formula natin yan sa Excel is equal to FV. So, may function na FV sa Excel. Okay? FV. Nag-ano ka rin, Angela? Nagta-type ka rin?
Di ba po sinabahang yung Excel ko?
Sige. Okay. So, sabi mo kung ready ka na para I want you to follow para ano. Although ipa-post ko naman tong file na to.
Ayan, sir. Thank you.
Tell me if okay na yung Excel mo.
Sir?
Yes, okay na?
Yes po.
Okay na, sige. Okay. Ano yung rate natin? Rate is 12%,
12%.
diba? And per is the number of periods. So ito, number of periods ng investment natin, ang time horizon natin, 10 years. No? And then, PMT. PMT is for an annuity. Yung annuity, it's a uniform stream of cash flows. Parang, naka-illustrate ko dito yun. Okay, mamaya, babalikan natin annuity na yan. Basta yung PMT na dyan, yung PMT na yan is for an annuity. Since this is not an annuity kasi isang cash flow lang to eh. Single cash flow lang to. Ito yun, no? Yung single cash flow natin dito. Just 1 million. Paano siya magiging annuity? Kunyari, every year, 1 million ng 1 million ng 1 million. That's the annuity. But since this is only one single cash flow, there's no annuity to speak of, so we ignore that. You can either type 0 or just type another comma. Okay? Alright, so ang babasahin ni Excel yung between the commas as 0.
Okay, sir.
So, usually, I don't type 0 anymore. Kasi, okay? And then, present value, what's our present value? Yung value ng 1 million. Yan. And then, if I type comma for the type, yung type, we ignore that because this is for annuity. Since we're not dealing with annuity, we ignore that. Then, close parenthesis. Sige, what do you get?
3 million.
Okay, and the answer
Negative,
is
sir.
negative. Bakit negative? Bakit negative? Kasi very particular si Excel sa sa direction ng cash flow. Dito, may present value ka na 1 million. Ibig sabihin, pumasok yung pera, inflow yan. So this type of a transaction is a loan, no? Present value 1 million, ibig sabihin, nangutang ka ng 1 million, kaya positive, pumasok yung pera. At the end of 10 years, negative dapat, kasi magbabayad ka. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Alright? Very, very particular si Excel sa Kunyari, gawin ko itong negative 1 million. Which means, lumabas yung pera, from my perspective, ibig sabihin, nag-invest ako ng 1 million. Okay? If I enter that, notice, nagiging positive yung 3105. Okay? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so kita mo yung yung very specific, very particular sa Excel sa direction ng cash flow. But sa discussion natin, okay, tanggalin ko muna ulit yung negative dito. Sa discussion natin, hindi naman natin pinag-uusapan kung loan siya or investment siya, no? So, ang gusto lang natin muna yung mga figures, yung mga amounts. So, in order to disregard yung kung inflow siya o outflow siya, maglagay lang tayo ng negative dito, no? Yan. Para lang matanggal yung negative. Okay, so this scenario is may initial na pera na 1 million. Magkano siya after 10 years if the rate of interest is 12%? So whether this is positive or negative, we're not considering that for the time being. Kuha, Angela?
Yes po.
Okay. So, but if you're, for example, if you're particular about that, kunyari, alam mo na, kunyari, loan siya, so dapat positive to, ang expected mo na answer is negative. Ibig sabihin, babayaran mo siya. O kaya, investment siya, nag-invest ka, so dapat negative yung present value. Magiging positive naman yung future value. What I wanted highlighted there is that Excel is very particular about the direction of the cash flow. Okay, how about if it's okay, so sandali. Baguhin natin to Mag-future value pa rin tayo. Control C. I-future value pa rin natin to. Okay. Pakibago na lang. How about yung same amount, 1 million, pero gawin natin siyang, kunyari, 30 years. 30 years yung time horizon natin. Actually, we can copy this formula. Kasi pareho naman yung positions, no? But for practice, sige. Type mo yung formula, Angela. Negative FB. Rate is 12%, comma. N per is 30 naman. Okay, PMT, ignore kasi hindi siya annuity. Present value is 1 million. Same formula. Okay. And then you see, grabe, no? Grabe yung difference. 29 million vis-a-vis 3 million. 10 years versus 30 years. Well, ang pinapakita niya yung compounding effects. So malaki yung effect ng N per, malaki din yung effect ng rate. Okay? So ganito gawin natin. Copy ulit tayo nito. Dito ko na lang i-copy. Sa panibagong worksheet na lang, Angela.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I'm copying this. Copy ulit natin to. Okay. I'm just replicating what we did. May gusto lang ako i-point out. Okay. Kanina, yung una natin, 10 years. Tapos, 30 years na to. Rate is 12%, di ba?
Yes, sir.
12%. Okay, so we got this, no? Now, what if, copy natin ito ulit. What if ang rate is, instead of 12%, 15%? Okay. What do you notice?
Nice, sir.
Ang laki din, di ba? Ang laki ng effect, di ba?
Yes.
Right? 29 million yung isa, parehong time, 30 years, parehong initial investment. But just with the increase of an increment of 3%, ang laki kagad ng ng difference, no? So that tells us about yung effect ng compounding. Alam, may mga gumagawa sa labas namin. Ang ingay ng Okay, so gawa tayo ng table lang to illustrate this. Okay, so let's write here unang-una yung years, yung rate na lang, rate. And then andito yung present value natin. So rate, let's start with 0%. Naalala mo yung gumawa ng series? So let's generate a series from 0% siguro up to, sabi natin 50%, no? Tingnan natin. So starting with 0%, sa home, meron tayong sa editing, fill. I don't know if na-discuss natin to.
Wait lang, sir. Sa home, tapos sa edit.
Oo. Then, nakita mo yung fill dyan.
Wait lang, sir. Fill.
Oo.
Flash fill.
Hindi. Home, tapos editing, tapos may fill dyan,
Yes, sir.
tapos series. Wag flash fill, series. Okay, so we're going to fill yung column natin, kaya dapat column to. Tapos ang step value, gawin natin increments of 2%. Okay, so magsisimula siya sa 0, magdadagdag siya ng 2% hanggang gawin natin up to 50%. Yan. So, kita mo automatically nag-fill up siya, no? Hanggang 50%. Okay? All right. Now what we want is gusto natin magkano ba yung magiging future value? Future value to. Ang alam natin at 15%, at 12%, 29 million, no? Yung future value of 1 million 30 years. Pag 15% naman, 66 million. Kita natin yung laki, no? Yung difference. So what we're going to do now is, okay, we're going to ask Excel to fill this up. So lining ko siya dito sa mali ito. Dapat ito, sorry mali yung label ko. This should be present value. Ang present value natin 1 million, tapos dapat future value dapat to. Baliktad yung label. Future. Angela?
Yes.
Give me a minute sandali lang I-check ko lang baka hindi kami makalabas sandali lang Sandali lang. Hello? Hello, Angela? Okay, sorry. Nagro-road works kasi sa labas. Inisip ko baka hindi makalabas yung sasakyan. Ako. Buti doon banda sa malayo-layo pa. Pero ang lakas ng jackhammer. Anyway, so what were we doing? Gusto ko, kasi pwede natin gawing isa-isahin natin to. Kung 0% yung return, so 1 million lang din yan, di ba? Kasi ibig sabihin, hindi kumita yung pera.
Yes.
Paano kung 2%? So 181,181,1,361. Example na lang. So it will take you eternity to fill this up, no? Di ba? Kung iisa-isahin natin yan. Paano kung 4% naman, ilan yung future value? Kunyari, 4%. Yan. 3,243,397. Ganyan. Right? You got the idea, Angela?
Yes.
Okay. So ang gusto natin, automatically fill up ni Excel kung ano yung future value kung magbabago yung rates natin. Okay? Ano yung future value? Okay, so what we can do is, so ito na yung mga rates natin. Ang gagawin natin, ililink natin dito sa model na to, no? Okay? Linink ko yung future value. This is the computation for the future value. Okay, tapos sasabihin natin kay Excel, pakipalitan mo nga yung rate, okay? Replace the rates with this one, 0, 2, 4, 6, and then kung ano yung value dito, i-copy mo siya. Ang value dito, yung future value. So ang ilalagay niya dito, mga future values din kasi whatever is on top, yun ang gagayahin niya.
Yes.
Okay? So how do you do that? This is another important feature of Excel. No? So meron tayong tinatawag na. So let's do that. No? Go to data. Pero na-set up po na to, Angela. Dapat na-set up na natin to.
Yes po.
So ito nakalink to din na. Hindi natin tinype yan. Nakalink yan dito. Kasi we're going to make use of this. So the objective is ask Excel to give us, return whatever future values we have. Ilalagay dito based on yung rate na 0%, 2%. In effect, sasabihin natin kay Excel, palitan mo yung mga rates na to, palitan mo ng 0, 2, 4, 6, and then give us the future values. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. So that can be found in data, what if analysis, and then data table. Yan.
Sir, wait lang.
Sige. Pero bago yon, okay, Angela, bago yon, kailangan muna, naka-highlight muna yung data table natin. Yan. Kailangan naka-highlight siya.
I see.
Highlight mo, ha? Tapos
Opo.
tell me if you're ready.
What if analysis. And then, sir,
And then,
after ng what if analysis.
Pero naka-highlight mo na to, ha?
Yes po.
Pas meron ka ng series ng rates natin.
Meron na po.
Okay, so what if analysis, then data table.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ito yung lalabas, no? Ang question, row input ba o column input cell? Okay, ano yung i-input natin? Ito, di ba? Yung mga rates na to, right? Tama?
Yes.
Okay, so anong arrangement niya? In a column siya, andito sa column na to. So dito tayo sa column. Kung kung naka-horizontal, then row yung titingnan natin, no? Okay, and then, saan niya i-input to? Angela, saan niya i-input yung column input cell? Saan? Yung mga numbers na to, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 hanggang 50, saan niya i-input yon? Dito sa rate. Yan. So what are you telling Excel? Palitan mo yung rates nitong mga column input cell na to. Tapos whatever is yung naka-number sa taas, which is the future value, ilagay mo siya kung ang rate 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. No? So you get the logic of that?
Yes.
Control Alt print screen para makopy natin. Then okay. Ayan. Okay, natin. So you see?
Yes.
Bilis, di ba? Kopya ko lang yung format para pare-pareho sila. Yan. See how fast it is. No? So here we can see the rate, no? Grabe yung power of compounding, ito 'yon. No? At 2%, okay? At 2% yung 1 million natin in 30 years time magiging 1.811. So just imagine if you had an investment that was earning 20%. Tingnan mo yung difference. So 237 million, no? Right?
Yes.
Diba? So we can i-plot natin to. Tingnan natin, ha. I-plot natin para makita natin yung So highlight natin, insert, mag-scatter tayo. Okay? Look at the exponential Okay? Habang lumalaki yung rates, grabe yung pag-increase. Grabe exponential yung yung increase ng future value. So that's, we call that the power of compounding. Kita mo naman, no? Laki ng difference with changes in rates, no? And that can also be shown kung pwede rin ang tinitingnan natin, ang papalitan natin yung years. Pwede rin yun. Sige, gawin natin. Dito naman natin ilagay yung periods. And then future value din to. So ang period natin, kasi 30 years to, no? Gawin natin up to 50 years din. Magsimula muna tayo sa 0. Pinalaw ko lang yung font. Okay. 0 increments of ano tayo? Siguro increments of, sige, increments of 2. So go here again, fill, series, column, increments of 2 from 0 hanggang 50. No? Ibig sabihin, every plus 2 ng plus 2. Yan. Okay? And then, gusto natin yung future value is equal to, dito ulit natin i-link. Okay? But this time, yung papalitan natin yung years, itong 30. So, highlight again. Highlight. Okay, and then data, what if analysis, data table. Naka-column din siya. Kaso, yung papalitan natin, Angela. Mabilis ba ako or nakaka-follow ka? Yung sa years, yan. Yung sa years, papalitan natin yan. So makikita din natin yung effect ng ng compounding kung babaguhin natin yung years. Okay. Dito ang rate natin, ano ba rate natin dito? 4% lang.
Yes.
Yan, nila natin to ha. Ayusin ko lang yung format. Oops. Okay. So ito, hindi masyadong kita kasi 7 million, 50 years. Kasi ang baba ng interest, 4%. Pero kunyari baguhin ko to, gawin ko yung kanina, 12%. No? Okay, yun. Kanina yung 4% yung yung return around 7 million lang. Ngayon 289. Okay? So ito yung compounding effects based on the rate. Ito naman compounding effects based on the number of periods. So habang i-plot din natin to. Habang tumatagal yung period of compounding, okay, lumalaki din yung laki ng rate of increase. Let's use this again. Okay. So pareho siyang exponential, effect ng increase ng rate at saka effect ng increase ng time. They're both exponential. Mataas. Grabe yung taas. Okay, clear yan, Angela?
Yes po.
So this was just to illustrate yung compound effects. I'll send this file again. All right. So balik tayo dito sa sa tinitingnan natin dito. All right. This time naman tayo present value. Okay, sorry, mali yung labeling ko. Present value calculations. Gawin natin tong dapat future value to. I-reverse natin, Angela, yung yung problem natin. So 10 years din, okay? 12% din yung return natin. Future value natin will be equal to this one. Okay? 10, 12, future value natin. Okay. So we're now asked to compute for the present value. So dapat present value to. Given future value. Okay. In other words, i-illustrate ko sandali ng ng time value. Okay. So we have timeline natin. Time value of money, best talaga na i-draw mo yung timeline eh. Okay, so dapat 30 pala to, sorry. 30 years tayo kanina, no? 30. Pareho na to. Tama, 10 lang muna to. 10 lang muna. Ito yung 30. Yeah. Okay. So yung una, ito. So we're looking at this one. How do we draw that? Okay, ganito yung drawing yan. No? This is time 0, time 1, year 2, tapos hanggang kunyari year 28, 29, mali. 10 lang pala. Okay. I'll just take a look at this lang para ano pareho lang naman dun sa ano yan sa una. 30. So what are we told? We have 29.959 million. We have 29 million at the end of 30 years. Ang tanong, magkano yung value niyan ngayon? Okay. In other words, we have to project back this amount. Magkano siya ngayon? And based on what I showed you a while ago, ang relationship ni present value is equal to the future value times a discount rate 1 plus r raised to the negative t. Okay, negative t to. Okay, since we know the future value, ito yun, yung 29.959 million, alam din natin rate, depende din sa either 12% and then yung time, no, negative t. In this case, it's 30 years. This case, it's 10 years. So, mako-compute natin si present value. Okay? So, si present value, ang tinatanong sa atin, magkano yung yung pera na 29 million in 30 years, magkano siya ngayon? Okay, so that's very easy. Pag Excel din, so sa Excel is equal to, ilalagay ko yung negative PV dito kasi we'll get a negative answer kasi naka-positive yung ano natin, yung future value. So, lagyan ko lang ng negative para kuha naman ni Angela, no? Kung bakit nilalagyan ko ng negative. All right. Our rate is 12%, comma. N per is 10 years, comma. PMT, ignore kasi hindi ito annuity, comma. Future value is 3 million. And I expect 1 million. Kasi reverse problem lang to ng kanina. No? Okay, dito kinompute natin si future value. Tapos dito reverse natin. Given the future value, magkano yung present value? It's 1 million. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ganun din dito, no? In fact, we can copy this formula. Pero isulat na lang natin. Negative PV, rate of 12%, number of periods and per 30, PMT wala, kasi hindi naman annuity to, comma, future value. 1 million pa rin. Reverse lang ng problem nito yan. Okay, Angela? Any questions so far?
Wala, sir.
Ano no? Sorry?
Wala po.
Wala naman. Okay. Okay, then we go to annuities. Ano yung annuities? I said a while ago, annuities are uniform stream of cash flows. Okay, dalawang klase annuity. I-increase ko to. First is, so ang annuity daw, uniform stream of cash flows. And there are two types. You have annuity ordinary and annuity due. Okay, anong difference ng annuity ordinary at saka annuity due? Okay, let's illustrate. Okay. Si annuity ordinary, okay, it begins at the end of the period. Okay. So kunyari, ito. So ito yung time frame natin. Let me copy this. Diyan yan. Time 0. Okay, ito yung simula. Therefore, at the end of the starting period, ito yon. Ito. So kunyari, ang annuity natin is, sabihin natin 1,000. each year. Yan. So 6, 6 na 1,000. No? Kunyari, ito yung cash flows natin. And this started at the end of the beginning of the transaction. So annual to. Kunyari, nag-transact tayo ngayon. After 1 year, dito, saka magbabayad ng 1,000. Okay? Ang annuity due naman, baliktad. Immediately magsisimula siya. Okay? Immediately. Start kagad yung cash flow. Okay? Pareho silang number of cash flows, no? 6. Ito 6 din. Kaso, it's the timing that differs. Si annuity due, kaya nga ang tawag sa kanya due, kasi immediately due siya. Pagka-transact, ando na kagad yung cash flow. Okay, Angela, clear yung distinction? Now, of course, magkaiba yung present values yan or future values. Magkaiba yung present values kasi sabi natin yung money has a cost, no? May cost of money. Okay, so yung timing is relevant. Okay, so sa first exercise natin, ang tanong natin, magkano yung present value nitong cash flow na to? So aalamin natin yung present value. What is the present value of this stream of cash flows? Maglagay din tayo ng time dito. Bro ko nga to. Okay. Ang tanong, magkano yung present value nitong stream of cash flows? So, iisa-isahin natin yan. Can we add this, Angela? Can we add this? We cannot. Kasi magkakaiba yung time frame nila. Okay? We cannot add the 1,000s and say it's 6,000. Hindi pa pwede kasi it will violate the principle of the time value of money. Okay. Ano ko nga ito? Para kita natin. Okay? Alright. So how do we compute for the present value of this? There are several ways. Let's discuss 2 ways. One is convert each of this. I-convert natin bago every one of this cash flow into its present value. So how do we do that? We'll learn to do that already. Is equal to negative future value. Negative present value. Okay. Ano yung rate natin? Let's use 12% then. Rate natin at 12%. May name na ba tayong rate dito? Did I teach you how to give names to cells?
Yes po.
Okay. So ito, bibigyan ko na name to gagawin ko lang rate 1. Sige, gagamitin pa natin yung rate mamaya. I'll call this rate 1, yung 12%. Highlight natin siya. Control Shift F3. Okay. Left column yung name. So if I go here, may pangalan na siya, rate 1. Okay. So, we can now compute for the individual present values is equal to negative PV. Rate natin is that one, rate 1. Okay, ang advantage yan, hindi na natin i-fix. So, automatically fixed na siya. N per natin is, itong cash flow na to, ilang periods na yung natapos? Yung first cash flow natin, Angela.
Yes, sir.
Yung first cash flow natin na 1,000, kasi N per hinahanap sa atin yung number of periods. Ilang periods na to? Di ba 1? Kasi first year yan, di ba? Tapos, yung next 2, kaya pwede natin i-copy yung formula to the right. Kasi yung next cash flow magiging 2. Comma. Okay. Then, okay, future value. Okay, mga future values to, di ba?
Yes.
Future values, no? Close. So hindi pa muna natin kino-consider as as annuity to. So individually, individually, kino-convert natin yung bawat isa nito into its future value. Yan. Tanggalin natin dollar sign. Number lang. Alright? So yung 1 million, yung 1,000, after 1 year, ang equivalent niya ngayon is 89286 if the rate is 12%. And we can copy this. Yan. Okay, so these are our cash flows. Notice, habang lumalayo sa present value, lumiliit yung present value ng future cash flows. Kasi malayo na siya eh. Malayo siya. No? Alright, so ano yung present value natin? Can we now add this, Angela?
No pa rin, sir.
Ha? Can we now add them? Pwede na, kasi lahat mga present values na to eh. No? Ito yung kanina, yung 1,000, hindi pa pwede. Pero these were all now converted into present values. So, we can now compute for the present value of all of this. And it's simply equal to the sum. So, pwede natin i-add to mga to. Yan. Okay? So, ang equivalent na 1,000 annuity ordinary, ibig sabihin, bibigay yan after 1 year. Ang value niyan ngayon is 411.41. Okay? Ang ginamit natin dito yung individual cash flows. Pero pwede rin natin gamitin, we can use the annuity function ni Excel. So, is equal to negative PV. Right? Ang rate natin is 12%. N per natin is, looking at this as a whole, as an annuity, no? Ang rate, ang N per natin, Angela, is 6 years. Okay, comma, PMT, ano yung PMT natin?
Hello?
What's our PMT? Take note, PMT is annuity, ha?
Sir?
Yung PMT, that's annuity. So ano yung annuity natin? Ang annuity, yung uniform stream of cash flows, yung pare-pareho lang. Ano yung uniform stream of cash flow mo?
Wait, sir, nawala po ako.
Sige.
Ano po ulit, sir?
So we're now computing for the present value, no? It's natin. Dito, ang ginawa natin, dito, kinonvert natin bawat individual cash flow na yan. Kinonvert natin into its present value. So itong naka-ano na to, itong mga huwag natin these cells, no? These are now the present values. Okay? So we can add them now. Pwede na natin i-add sila kasi lahat yan na-convert na into present value. So the total present value is 411.41. So 411.41 is the present value of 1,000 for 6 years. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 hanggang 6 years. So ito at saka ito, equivalent yan. Pareho lang yan. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin ng pareho? Highlight ko lang.
Hello?
Ano ibig sabihin ng pareho? So ito yung timeline natin. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So ito 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Anim na 1,000, no? Okay. Now, itong ano na to, itong stream of cash flows na to, ito. It is equivalent, it is just the same as 4111.41. Equal lang sila, no? Ito is the same as this one. Okay? Assuming, of course, that the rate is 12%. No? Kasi maiiba yan kung iba yung rate. Kuha, Angela?
Yes po.
Equivalent lang siya. So yung 1,000 na yan, every year for the next 6 years, is the same as 4111.41 now at 12% interest. So pareho lang siya. Okay? So how did we get this 411? Ang ginawa natin, inisa-isa natin yan na kinonvert. No? Kinonvert natin itong 1,000 na to, magkano siya ngayon? Itong 1,000 na to, after 2 years, magkano siya ngayon? 1,000 na to, after 3 years, magkano siya ngayon? Okay? So those answers are, ito, 892.86. Yung 1,000 after 1 year, it's equivalent to 89.86. Si 1,000 after 2 years, it's equivalent to 797. 1,000 after 3 years, it's equivalent to 711.78. Tapos lastly, yung 1,000 after 6 years, magkano siya ngayon? It's 503.63. Okay? Kuha mo yung kwento?
Opo.
Alright. So, that's one way. Another way is using the direct formula in Excel. Negative present value. Ano yung rate natin? 12%, comma. N per, yung N per ng buong annuity is 6 years, right? Comma, PMT. Dito na natin pwede ipasok si annuity. Magkano yung annuity value natin? 1,000. Okay? 1,000. Annuity yan, ha? Yung PMT, it's annuity. Ibig sabihin, yung 1,000 yan should be the same all throughout. Okay? Tapos future value, meron pa ba tayong value dito na other than 1,000? Wala. 1,000 lang talaga lahat yan. Annuity lang yan of 6 years. Okay, so walang future value. Okay? Future value, wala. So I'll just ignore that. I'll type 0 or ignore it. Pareho lang yon. I'll just ignore it. And then comma. Ayan, yung type na yan, anong klaseng annuity ba to? End of the period or beginning of the period?
End of period.
End of the period. So you either type 0 or just ignore, no? Kasi 0 naman eh. Pag 0, pag hindi tayo maglagay dyan, babasahin ni Excel na 0 yan. Okay, so let's compute for this. Okay, so you're getting the same answer, no? Pareho lang yan. Of course, this is faster kasi hindi na natin kinonvert yung mga yung mga cash flows natin into per year, no? Diretso na to. Okay? Sige, I'll give you now 1 minute this time to compute for the present value. Diretso na, Angela. Diretso na using parang pareho nito, no? Okay? Compute now for the present value of an annuity. This time it's an annuity or annuity due, no? Immediately. Nakita natin difference itong ng cash flow. Ito immediately. So what will be the present value? Sige, I'll give you 1 minute.
Sir, 4,600.
Angela? Hello?
600 po.
Angela, give me a minute lang. May sasabihin lang ako dun sa isang group
Okay,
ng
sir.
advices ko. Just hang on 1 minute lang. Ha?
Okay, sir.
Hello, Angela?
Hello, sir.
Sorry sorry. Ano yung mga advices ko magdi-defense na at 2:30. Kaya I just wish them well, no? Sige, ano lumabas sa answer mo?
4,600.
Ako pa ba naka screen share? Ako pa rin.
Yes po.
Okay, so sige, is equal to negative future value. Hello?
So, medyo mahina po.
Can you see my screen?
Yes po.
Yeah, ayan, louder na.
Okay na po.
Okay, so rate is 12%, no? Comma, N per is also 6 din, no? 6, comma, PMT is also 1,000, comma, this time yung type hindi, present value is wala. This time yung type ang magkakaiba, no? 1 to. Ay, wait. Ano nangyari sa akin? Rate 1, tapos mali yata ako.
Hello?
Yes, mali yata ako. N per natin is 6, di ba? Wait. Pagbilang natin, due to. So 5 lang to, no? N per is 5. Comma, PMT is 1,000. Walang future value. Then 1.
Sir, parang hindi gumagalaw yung screen.
Ay, hindi gumagalaw. Wait. Wait. Okay, mali ako. Alright? So negative present value, right? Ano yung rate natin, Angela? 12% pa rin, di ba? Comma. N per natin.
Sir, hindi pa rin siya gumagalaw sa akin.
Hindi gumagalaw? Yan.
Ayan, okay na.
Okay, sorry. N per natin is 6 din, di ba? Parehong 6 years lang naman to. Ito nga lang isa, immediately yung pag-receive ng cash. Okay?
Yes po.
PMT natin is 1,000. Okay? Wala tayong future value. Type natin is 1. Yan, that will now be the difference. No? All right, so it's 4604. Did you get the same answer? Angela? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sir, wait lang po.
Okay, go ahead.
Sex na, sir. Sir,
Yes.
both na po ba? Ay, itong present value of annuity
Present
lang.
value, isama mo na rin yung ano, yung future value. You should get these answers, no? Compare natin.
Okay na, sir.
Okay na?
Opo.
Did you get the same answer? 80,000 at saka 90?
Yes po.
So, tapos, if you get the future value of this annuity, so negative FV, ang ano natin, yung rate natin is 12%, NPER is 30, okay? PMT is 10,000. So, wala namang present value, and also ignore the type because it's an annuity ordinary. No? You should be getting this amount. Nakuha mo to, Angela?
Yes po.
Okay. Now, ano to? What's this? Ang gusto kong pakita dito yung mga equivalents, no? Kasi ito, 'di ba? Ano 'yan, 'di ba? Wait, let me just show you. May ano tayo, timeline tayo ng 30 years, no? 30 years. Tapos 10,000 each year. 10, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Okay. 10,000 for the next 30 years. Itong stream of cash flow na yan, pareho lang yan dito. It's the same as 0, 1, 30. It's the same as 2.413 million. Okay? So itong stream of cash flows na to, it's the same as 2.413 million. It's also the same as 30, 0. It's also the same as 80.8551. So yung tatlong cash flows na yan, they are all equivalent cash flows. 10,000 for the next 30 years, an annuity ng 10,000 for the next 30 years is the same as a single cash flow, 2.413 million at the end of 30 years, or 8551 now. Okay, they are all equivalent cash flows. Okay, at 12%, no? At 12%, pare-pareho lang yung cash flow na yan. Okay? All right, so here, dito ang susolve natin ngayon, yung annuity payment. Ito. So, given sa atin, meron tayong future cash flow na 2.413. Okay? Tapos 30 years siya, 30 years. At 12%, ilan yung annuity payment? So, how do you solve this? Ang sinusolve natin yung equivalent na, alam natin na 10,000 yun, no? Pero in Excel, so how do we solve this now? Is equal to PMT tayo, no? So pag yung annuity ang sinosolve, PMT function. Okay? Rate is 12%, comma, NPER is 30, comma, present value is wala, hindi given. Ang given yung future value, 2413. Yan. Okay, and then type ignore kasi ordinary naman yan. So, okay. So we expect this to be 10,000, no? Okay, kaso nag-negative siya kasi nga yung cash flow, yung direction, kasi positive yung future value natin. So dapat negative yung mga, yan. Okay? Okay, Angela, clear?
Yes, sir.
So ito, mga equivalent cash flows lang yan. No? Yung 10,000 for 30 years at 12% will be the same as 2.413 million at the end of 30 years, or it's the same as 80,551 at the beginning of the year, tapos for 30 years. In fact, kung ang gamitin natin, so let's say, let's use yung present value ito. Okay, tingnan natin kung we'll get the same answer. Okay. So, if it's 80, yung present value 8551, okay, let's see. It's equal to negative PMT. Rate is at 12%, comma, NPER is 30 years, comma, present value is 8551. Okay? Alright? So wala tayong future value kasi ang ginagamit natin yung present value. And then ignore the type kasi ang assumption naman natin annuity ordinary. Okay. So pareho lang, Angela. Got it?
Sir. Mm-mm.
Any questions?
None po so far.
Ano no?
None po.
None. Okay, sige. Alright, ito naman, sige. Ikaw magsasolve nito I'll give you a few minutes to do this. Future value natin, copy natin to 24113. Annual payment is 10,000. Rate of interest is 12%. Okay. So your exercises is, okay, hanapin to, present value. Okay, yung present value gamitin natin. Annual payment is 10,000. 30 years. Okay. Sa problem nito, ang ano natin, we know that the future value is 2413 and the annual payment is 10,000 at 10%, at 12%. Ilang years yun? Ilang years na kapag maghuhulog tayo ng 10,000, ang ano niya, ang after dun sa ilang years muna ang kailangan bago maging 2413 yung future value natin. Ito, ganun din to. Ang tinatanong naman dito, gawin na lang natin pareho ng future value. Okay. Ang future value, alam natin 2413, ang annual payment 10,000 for 30 years. Ilan yung interest rate nun? Ilan yung rate of return? We know that this is 12%. We know that this is 30. Pero I just want you to show na indeed 30 to at saka ito 12%. So dito ang given sa atin yung future value at saka yung annuity and then yung number of years. Ang hinahanap natin dito yung rate. So ang function dito rate, dito naman ang function NPER. No? So dito is equal to NPER, dito is equal to rate. So sige paki-solve Angela, you should be getting here NPER dapat 30 and this one dapat ang rate mo dito dapat 12%. Sige, I'll give you 1 minute to do that. Go.
Sir? Hello?
Angela,
Hello, sir?
kamusta? Did you get
Question.
did you
Yung
get
sa annual rate po, nag-error ako.
dito nakuha mo yung 30 years?
Yes po.
Sige nga, flash mo nga yung screen. Tingnan natin. Co-host ka naman kaya kaya you can flash it. Yan. Let's see your formula sa number of years.
Sir?
Sige. Oops. Bakit negative and per? Pwede ba tayong mag-ano ng negative
Sir,
years?
pag hindi magne-negative 30 siya,
Sige nga, i-run through mo sa akin. Sige.
sir,
Tanggalin mo
diba,
muna yung element. Sige. Tanggalin muna. So, you rerun it. Ano yung rate natin?
tapos rates with 12.
Okay. Comma, PMT.
Payment is 10.
Okay, comma. Present value. Wala, di
Present
ba?
value, wala. So,
Another comma. Hindi. Dapat another comma yan. 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 Okay. Then close. Number. Mali, no? Mali. Okay. I-flash mo yung formula mo ulit, Angela.
Ito, sir.
Sige. Yung una, sige. Yung B48, ano yan?
Ito po.
Ayan, click mo dyan. That's the
Rate.
yan, rate, di ba? Tama tayo dyan. Okay, PMT is tama,
10,000.
10,000. Okay. Future value is 24, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Pero bakit nag-error si Excel? Kasi pareho mo siyang kinonsider na inflows. Di ba? Sabi natin, very particular si Excel sa direction ng cash flows. Wala kang makukuha investment na parehong magbibigay sa'yo ng 10,000 every year. And at the end of the 30 years, magbibigyan ka pa ng 2.4 million. So one of them has to be an outflow. Yun ang naging mali diyan. So gawin mong either negative yung future value mo or negative yung annual payment. Sige, gawin mo negative yan.
Sir.
Yan, sige, enter mo. Ayun, di ba? Right? So ganun din yan.
Answer.
Ganun din yan. Oo. So dapat either the present value ginamit mo. Sige, okay lang. Sige. Right? Tapos PMT mo. O gawin mo naman negative yung PMT mo. Si PMT mo naman ang gawing bakit 1? Ano tayo ba?
0.
Ordinary pa rin tayo, no? Yan.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yan, di ba? 12%. Okay? Alright, Angela?
Yes po.
So ang ano diyan, ang critical doon yung okay, share ko na yung screen ko ulit ha. Okay.
Sir, hanggang 2:30 lang po ako today.
Ako rin kasi may defense. So siguro, teka muna. Meron pa tayong konting few minutes lang ano. Tapusin na natin 'to, Angela. Itong portion na 'to hanggang up to ano oras ba sa iyo?
18, sir.
18?
Opo.
Sige. So basta bago mag 2:30 tapos tayo kasi ako din may defense kami, no? So ito lang. Okay, ito. Okay. Dapat ito. Dito tayo. Dito. So ito, paano natin kukunin yung yung present value niya? Tanungin muna kita. Gawin mo 5,000 to Angela. Okay, is this a good investment? Meron tayong outflow na sa time year 0 may 9,000. Tapos after 1 year, 1,000, tapos 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. If I offer you this investment, bibigyan mo ko ng 9,000 ngayon. Tapos after 1 year, bibigyan kita ng 1,000. After 2 years, 2,000. hanggang year 5, bibigyan ka ng 5,000. Okay ba sa yung investment na yun? How would you answer me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
How would you answer me? Rinig mo ba? Sinabi ko?
Opo.
Ano lang, guess lang. Yes. How would you answer me? Papayag ka ba dun sa investment proposal ko na yon? 1,000 after 1 year, 2,000 after 2 years, 3,000 after 4 years, 3 years, etc. Okay.
Po?
Bakit? Ilan ba yung magiging inflows mo? Magkano?
Ay, tama.
Ito outflow yan ha, yung negative 9,000 outflow yan.
Sir.
Magkano yung magiging ano mo, yung inflows? Cash inflow mo.
Okay.
How much?
15,000.
15,000, di ba? Pag inad natin, oh, yan. 15,000 yan. Pero ang initial investment mo lang 9,000. So papayag ka ba doon?
Yeah. Pwede, sir.
Pwede, okay. So papayag ka kung ano ngayon na fin student ka na, hindi na ganyan ang sagot Angela? Hello?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Hello.
Ngayon, dati na hindi ka pa nag-lobby fin, okay lang yung sagot na yan. Pero ngayon hindi na pwede. Kasi you cannot add this, di ba? You cannot add these cash flows because they belong to different time frames.
Different. Yeah.
Ayun, okay? So yun, no? So you have to do something about this para ma-add natin. And one way is to convert them to present values. Yung natutunan natin. So very quickly, convert natin lahat to sa present values. Tapos kunin natin yung sum ng present value of cash inflows. Okay? Present value ng cash inflows. Then i-compare natin siya sa present value ng cash outflows to get the net present value. Okay, how do we get the present values of this? Sige, formula natin is equal to negative FB ulit gamitin natin, a negative PV pala. Okay? Ang rate natin, okay, 12%. Lagyan natin dito 12%. May ginamit ba tayo kaninang rate 1? Ano yung rate 1 natin kanina? 12% to, no?
Yes, sir.
Gamitin natin si rate 1 na lang, 12% din. Is equal to negative present value. Ang rate natin, let's use rate 1. Yan, naroon na tayo nun Rate 1, para hindi na natin siya i-fix. NPER natin, ang NPER natin, 0, no? For the first cash flow. Kasi immediately, now yan Okay? PMT is wala kasi hindi naman siya annuity. Future value natin is that single cash flow. So that will be our formula to get the present value. Ignore the type since this is not an annuity. So expected na ang present value ng 9,000 ngayon is still 9,000. Pero when you copy this down, yan. Ito na yung mga future values nila, present values nila, Angela. Yan. So since these are now present values, pwede na natin silang i-add. No? Okay, so I'll put here, ano yung present value ng cash inflows, yung sum. So sum nito, okay, ano naman si outflow, present value ng cash outflow natin, isa lang yun, ito lang. Okay. Alright, so let's add this to, pwede na natin i-add yan kasi lahat yan present values na. And you call this the net present value. So if the net present value is greater than 0, okay, project is acceptable. Okay? So we'll stop here, Angela. So ang importante sa atin, nakita natin na in order to evaluate projects, this is actually the parang introduction ng capital budgeting to. Kailangan hindi natin pwedeng i-add yung mga cash flows na belonging to different time frames. Okay? Kailangan kunin muna natin yung present values nila. Pag nakuha natin present values, then we can now add. Since this also yung 9,000 na outflow, it's also present value. Okay, when we added both positive, ibig sabihin mas malaki yung cash inflow kaysa sa cash outflow. Therefore, the project is acceptable. Right? So sige, we'll stop there muna, okay? And I'm going to upload this para may reference ka rin. Tapos mag-aano ko ng mga
Pwede po ng recordings.
Sorry?
Pwede pa upload din po ng recordings.
Yeah, I'll do that, no? Na-upload ko ba yung dati?
No po. Yung
Ay,
last
hindi.
po, August 6 pa.
Ay, sige, sorry I-upload ko siya, okay? Sige. Alright, then kailan tayo mag-meet, Angela?
Next week po.
Next week. Sige, targetin natin na na if we can finish way before your finals, kasi I don't want this subject to get in the way of your other subjects. Total halos naman to, di ba? Medyo sure ka naman dito sa subject na to, at saka you're complying naman. I-post mo yung assignment mo, ha?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay? Sige. So kailan yung next meeting natin? Iset na natin para Kailan?
Wednesday 2 to 4.
Wednesday din. Sige. Wednesday 2 to 4. Alright. Sige.
Magta-twice a week po ba tayo, sir?
Tingnan natin, no? Wednesday, tingnan natin para matapos na tayo. Wednesday, kung kakayanan natin ng Friday ulit, mag-Friday ulit tayo, no?
Okay po.
Okay? Pero sigurado na yung Wednesday ng 2 o'clock, no? Mag-meet tayo at that time.
Okay, sir. Sir, anytime mo din gabi naman yung assignment, diba?
Oh, sige. Oh, no problem. No problem. I won't be pressuring you with the deadlines.
Okay,
Just
sir.
post it to the sa assignment group doon, ha?
Okay.
All right. Sige, Angela. So I'll save this and then I'll post this. Okay.
Sir.
Sige. Okay. Thank you.
Po.
Okay. Have a great weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.